think once you see these examples, you will get the hang of multiplying pretty quick. So first one, I'll do FOILing. First, outer, inner, last. We make sure when we multiply, we add our exponents. All right. I will try and color code for your learning. X times X. If these both have little ones, what is X times X? X squared, yeah. Add your exponents. So that was my first terms. Now I'm going to multiply my outer terms, which would be X and 4. What's X times 4, folks? 4X. Okay, so that's first outer. Now we'll do inner. 2 times X. 2X. And then last, 2 times 4. Wait. If you get this far, that's pretty good, but you're not done because we have some like terms. You need to combine them. They're here in the middle, 4x and 2x. So that means that your final answer is going to be x squared plus 6x plus 8. So you get a quadratic trinomial. Just like you distributed before in this class, the first thing I'm going to do is distribute 2x. So 2x gets multiplied to x. When I do that, I add my exponents, so it becomes 2x squared, because both of those have a little 1. Okay, 2x also gets distributed to the negative 5. 2x times negative 5 would get me negative 10x. Okay. Now this is called double distribution, or you're distributing twice. So now I have to distribute the plus 1. 1 times x is just 1x. And then I'm also going to do 1 times negative 5. Okay. Remember, you have to combine like terms. So then my final answer would become 2x squared, negative 10 plus 1. 9? Negative 9? Negative 9x minus 5. That's your final answer. The difference with today is that you've got 2 binomials, which means that you're going to have a little bit bigger of a box. So because it's 2 binomials, I have to have a 2 by 2 square. And on the top, I'll put x plus 8. I'm just breaking up my 2 things. And on the side, I'll do x plus 1. And then just like Punnett squares in biology, you multiply each box. Okay. So guys, what is x times x? X squared. Cooper, what's x times 8? Gino, what's 1 times x? And then Ben, 1 times 8. Yeah. Okay, now here's the thing, and just to clarify, I do not want you to leave your answers in the boxes, because 1, it's tacky. 2, you're going to have to combine like terms in most problems. So you got to take it out of the boxes. You have some like terms here, 1x and 8x. So we need to combine those and write your final answer outside the box, x squared plus 9x plus 8. That's your final answer. You want full credit. I'm going to help you set up the next one, but then you're going to finish it on your own, which means you're going to multiply in the boxes and combine like terms and take it out of the box. So let's set it up, and then you're going to finish it on your own. La, 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 la. Okay, I want a 2 by 2 square. And 4x minus 7 we'll put on the top. Not that it necessarily matters, but I'll do x minus 3 on the side because they're both 2 terms. Okay, I'm not going to talk through this one because I want you to try it. Can you please multiply in each box and then write your final answer outside the box after you've combined like terms? I'll put the answer on the board for you to check when you're done, but try it yourself first. Is that right? Oh no, I messed something up. Do you see this? I wrote down minus 3. It's plus 3, isn't it? Sorry. Make sure you have x plus 3 because I screwed up and put x minus 3. Oh my gosh, I'm just messing up all over the place. Make this positive. Check your answer when you have it. Sorry about my mistake. I put x minus 3 first. It should be x plus 3. So you'll see on the back of your paper here, there's going to be some stuff that looks a little bit different. So you see x plus 8, the quantity squared, and then 2m minus 3, the whole parentheses squared. Sometimes in math, a lot of times actually, we present binomials like this, where you then have to multiply after this fact. The problem is a lot of my students do it wrong, and I understand why. They distribute, like this is bad, guys. Okay, this is wrong. You don't need to write anything down necessarily. They'll like distribute this 2 because we're coming off a unit off exponents, and they say, well, it's x squared plus 3 squared, which is wrong. You're not allowed to do that. If you think about the unit you just came from, you saw stuff like this and this. What's the difference between what we've been doing versus what we're doing today? Any thoughts? So because you have plus or minus signs, you can't do it. My reminder to you is that when you do that, a puppy is sad. Please don't. I will also be sad. So this is not allowed because unlike your last unit, you are not multiplying. So this is bad. Please don't do this. It's wrong, and then your puppy will be sad. Here's the correct way to do it. We'll do number 1. Exponents tell you how many times to multiply. So when I see x plus 8, the quantity squared, it's telling me multiply x plus 8 twice. Like this. So you have to, what we call expand it. You have to expand it out. And you need to write this down so you know. Basically, we're explaining what it means. And then we're going to do the multiplication just like we did on the front. So for like the third time, x times x. JJ, what's x times x? Uh-huh. Alina, what is x times 8? Okay. That's distributing the x, and now we distribute the 8. Julian, what's 8 times x? Uh-huh. And then 8 times 8, quick math, 64. You're not done, because again, you have to combine like terms. Here in the middle, which gives you your final answer of x squared plus 16x plus 64. So please keep in mind, if you see one parentheses squared, it's asking you to make it 2. There's 2 of them, and then multiply it out. Can you please try number 2 right there next to it on your own? Couple things that you need to be careful with. A negative times a negative is a positive. So when I do -3 times -3, I should get a positive 9. And when you combine like terms, -6 minus 6, that gives you -6 down 6 more, which is -12. So first up, when you have a binomial times a trinomial, you can distribute. So first we distribute the x. X times x to the second. Ben, what's that? Yep. Okay, and then I do x times 3x. Cooper, what's that? X times 3x. Yeah, it's going to be 3x squared because you have x times x. And then we keep going. You just have to do it 3 times this time. X times -6. Gino, what's that? Sweet. We're double distributing, so now you have to do the same thing with the 4. So Julian, what's 4 times x squared? Sorry, 4 times x squared. Yep. Dylan, 4 times 3x. And then 4 times -6. JJ? Yeah. The only difference with these is that obviously you're doing things 3 times. And then you have a little bit more to combine when you go to combine like terms. I can combine my x squareds and -6x and 12x. Make sure when you write your final answer on these that it is in standard form, meaning that the exponents are highest to lowest. So x to the third plus 7x squared plus 6x minus 24 after you combine. If you like drawing lines and distributing, awesome. Do that in the future. Some of us in this room prefer the box method, so I'll show you again how to do that. Because it's 2 terms times 3 terms, you have to make a 2 by 3 box. So we'll make over here, it'll be 3a plus 1. And on the top, 5a squared plus 2a minus 6. Okay, I'm going to let you fill in the squares and go ahead and multiply. I wrote it down correctly this time, so we should be good. Go ahead and multiply in each box, and then we'll write our final answer outside the box in a sec. Remember that these A's have 1s. Okay, try it by yourself, and then you can check it with me. We have some like terms. We need to combine them. Two sets. And then write your answer in standard form. So outside the box, please, because we don't want to leave it inside the box. 15a to the third goes first, and then you combine a squareds and you get 11. 2 minus 18 is negative 16. And then don't forget your constant at the end. So this is your final answer. It's written outside the box, and it's in standard form with combined like terms. I'm asking you to find both the perimeter and the area of a rectangle. So you have to kind of think back to your middle school days. Perimeter is the distance around the outside of a shape. Do you guys remember how to find perimeter? Someone tell me. What do we do? If I add up all the sides, then I get the perimeter. This is a rectangle though. What do you know about the sides that are across from each other? They're the same. So this guy is also 2x plus 1. This one is also x minus 7. So we were just told perimeter is adding up all the sides. One way you'll see that represented, like on reference sheets and stuff, that I just want to make sure you see. It says 2L plus 2W stands for add up 2 of the length and 2 of the width, and then you'll get the perimeter. But as we just discussed, all you really have to do, right, is add up the sides. So since we know all 4 sides, we're going to add them up. So P equals, perimeter equals, 2 of the length. I'm going to make the length 2x plus 1. So I add up 2 of those, both of them. Those 2 sides. And then I add up both of the widths. So x minus 7, but I have to do it twice because there's 2 of them. Okay, you can't leave it like this because that would be lame. What should I do with all those terms? Do I have some like terms? Yeah. Combine them. Your terms that all have an x can be combined. And then your constants can also be combined. Okay, 2x plus x is 6x, because remember there's 1s in front of those x's that you don't see. And then you could do it in your calculator if you really need to, but it's like 1 plus 1 is 2. Minus 7, minus 7. So 2 minus 14 will give me negative 12. Because this is perimeter, you're going to say negative 6x minus 12 units. Because we're measuring the distance around the outside of the shape, even though we're leaving it in this weird expression. Technically, you could do this without writing it all down if you just combine like terms on all the sides. Okay. I'll help you set up the last one. Area. Ooh, do we remember how to find area of a rectangle? How do we find area of a rectangle? Length times width. So length times width is your area. And in our case here, we know our length and width. They're labeled on the picture. So you just need to write a little thing multiplying them together. I'm multiplying together my length, which is 2x plus 1, and my width. Please make sure you put them in parentheses so you know that you need to double distribute, right? This is what we've been doing. Whoop, whoop. If you want to do the box method, great, go ahead. If you want to do it with distribution, go ahead. But I'd like you to try this one on your own and then combine like terms after you get it multiplied out. I will put the answer on the board, but I genuinely want you to try it by yourself. Yeah.